Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Has taken a day off in Isaac Dailies to reset himself. Let's go. Last time, we skipped yesterday's daily. There might not have been a gap in daily videos, but we skipped yesterday's daily, mostly because I ran out of time. I had to record a bunch of Battlegrounds yesterday, and also I figured, that was the day that the episode went up where I was like, there's no self-sacrifice room, when actually there was a self-sacrifice room that I actually walked into. So I was like, a day off from daily specifically, and replacing that with some other work might not have been the worst idea in the world. Tempting, actually. I think Eve's Mascara is one of those items I actually sort of respect a little bit more now, but, yeah, that was a bad daily. And the Jelly Bean daily, International Jelly Bean Day, was actually fine. We came in the top 300. I can't really be disappointed about that, especially considering we died. But that daily, apparently the secret to that Jelly Bean daily, and this is just like, you got to accept that this is going to happen if you play dailies, but, wait, let me just go out here. If you took damage and didn't get the first floor deal with the devil, or second floor deal with the devil, the deal with the devil that came up on the next floor actually had, like, Mom's knife in it. So, it was basically one of those situations where, I don't want to sound too salty, but you are penalized for playing well. Now, far be it from me to suggest that that's a horrible thing, because there have been situations where we have benefited from playing badly. That's just how the cookie crumbles in the daily sometimes, but, yeah, slightly disappointing, because basically a victim of circumstance, but a lot of people were a victim of circumstance in that one. So, today we're Lilith, we're going to Mom's Foot. Gonna try to play a little slower while still also making it to boss rush, so that I can, play better. I think maybe I've gotten into some lazy habits or something. Try something new, to diagnose whatever our problem is here. Here you go, there we go. Take one enemy at a time. We don't need to go too fast. This is probably going to be our most difficult floor out of the two that we start with. We've got some big rooms. We got some jerks. If it takes us 3 minutes, 4 minutes to get out of this floor, we can still make boss rush. But you really want to do that because, well, twofold. One is Lilith is at the most fun if you're able to do boss rush. The other one being that, on a daily that might be quite short, it's important for us to maximize our points as much as possible and, get some confidence underneath us again, so I don't just, like, fuck up this daily and then never do dailies ever again. We're early. Let's do every room. I know there's a battery charge back there, but I want to save our battery charge for the shop, and then maybe take one down to the next. I was doing so well. That's alright. Minor damage. Just don't get hit again. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. 5 cents would be nice, because we could get HP here. These guys don't move, except when I hit them, so I'm not too worried. This is a very good room to go to, actually. No battery charge. I was kind of hoping, but it's a very good room to go to, because we're getting consumables out of it. 4 minutes seems more reasonable now. Okay, I'm ready to go. I don't know if I care. No, I'll tell you straight up, I do not care about getting a second secret room, especially now that we have actually no ability to do that. Let's just see if we can get one more penny. If we can, 5 cents gives us an arcade on the next floor, gives us maybe a blood bag, gives us a 0.3 speed upgrade, means we win the game. Now, that's a little bit of a tenuous thread to suggest that one speed upgrade would give us the win, but I stand by it, okay? Definitely worth using battery charge on. Can we just go back? Can we get an instant replay of that haunt dodging every single shot that I fired down here? Okay. We've done it. That was a little on the close side. We got like a little flint hook situation here, because where we move is also where we're going to be shooting, thanks to Incubus. So we gotta, choose our moments to deal as much damage as possible. Like, that one felt really good. We're gonna be behind schedule immediately, so we really need to get this deal with the devil, and it would be nice if the deal with the devil was great for us early on. Saved me from this nothing I've become. Dude, I'm okay with that. So very, very quickly, gonna run back here, Grab our battery. Whoa, grab our battery charge. Shoot some fires on the way just in case we get super lucky and get a penny. And we're good to go. No arcade, but a tears upgrade is very nice. The shot speed is not destructive right now. Let's go. Feeling better. Now, there's brimstone for you if you just go into that room, which we can't do because we took an HP upgrade like an idiot. I'm being a little facetious, but you get the idea. Oh, I can barely move, dude! That room is just heinous. Okay, so we're looking to get out of here. Hit the item room, get out of here as fast as possible. Those are the big plays. I will probably go to the curse room. We gotta prioritize, though. We're not gonna ruin our deal with the devil chance by going to the curse room, so we should go. Yeah, let's hook that up real quick. And those cards could be extremely valuable. If we get a teleport card, I think we pretty much have to hold it just in case there's a self-sacrifice room on the second floor, and I'll actually like look for it this time. So we paid a price there, and we didn't get much. The Ace of Hearts is basically worthless, but the Death card is actually very, very good. And the longer we save that, the better it'll be. Most of the time. But we'll use it on a big room maybe if we come across one. Scorpio is just okay. But you know what? Sometimes just okay is actually fine. That room seemed annoying to me. Not every movie has to be a masterpiece. Sometimes it's better to see a movie that's not a masterpiece. Maybe you just want to relax. You don't want to get in a conversation with your friend later and be... Ooh. Be like, oh, what did you think of the cinematography on this scene, you know? Sometimes you just want to go, dude, let's go see Ice Cube's XXX State of the Union. Like, I'm ready for it. That's what I want to see today. I just want to turn off my brain and zone out. Freak out. Far out. Keep your XXX on TV, babe. Okay, that's Moonish Daydream by David Bowie, but the joke never really went anywhere. I think I'm just gonna book it, but I recognize we have enough money to make our shop worthwhile, so I'm making a compromise effectively to go faster. PJs, nothing wrong with that. Thank you for the Spirit Hearts, and definitely we want a Thame, and I think we want to double down on Guppy's Collar. Move on to the next floor. Not what I'm looking for right off the bat, but not necessarily bad either, which is a common story. So we did end up, unfortunately, skipping some rooms that could have been important, including the boss trap room, but it's the way the cookie crumbles, you know? Oh, come on. I wasn't asking for a demon heart, I just wanted the last one, the last one there to be killed. So what do we need now? Honestly, like, of course, getting 1 HP upgrade so I can make my deal with the devil cheaper would be nice. Getting a damage or DPS upgrade would be excellent as well. I think, though, if I could get one of those plus a speed upgrade, that might be, like, the best use of my available resources, because 1 speed is not that much right now. And speed, as Lilith, factors in a number of different ways on a run. You need speed so you can dodge, but you also need speed... Wow, that was extremely close. You also need speed so you can get to... You can get your Incubus to where it needs to be to hit enemies as quickly as possible. That was bad, by the way, because there was probably a secret room we could have accessed without spending a bomb there, but fairly unlikely to change the face of this run to that extent, or to an extreme extent. We're really hurting on damage, though. So I would almost certainly replace Box of Friends with Dull Razor if we could snag it. I know Dull Razor's like, it's my pet synergy now. I've been talking about getting like Dull Razor synergies anytime we get an item that affects us and gives us a benefit whenever we take damage. But I really feel like in this case, you know, we're low enough on damage that, and this has been like such a common occurrence in Isaac lately for reasons that I'm going to assume still just come down to variance, but I am starting to, you know, get that paranoid delusion that there's some kind of international Isaac conspiracy out to get me by never giving me a fucking damage upgrade. Although the DPS upgrade we got was fine. From the Blue Mushroom, but Blue Cap. Either way, Dull Razor giving us a Thame once every 2 rooms would be good enough to replace Box of Friends with. Although, much worse on Boss Rush, I think better on like every other room effectively. So, sign me up. I know there's poop here. Shoot the poop. you can see, like, I mean, this is not the easiest version of this floor I've ever seen, but it shouldn't necessarily be taking us this long to get through, so we are gonna... It only gets worse from here, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I hope I'm not getting the reputation for being the guy who complains about, you know, not having damage upgrades 2 floors into the game, but it's only because it's happened consistently lately, and also, Leech is not bad. Also because it's going to only get worse if we don't pick up damage upgrades in the near future, right? So, I can't really sort it out, but I want it to get sorted out as soon as possible. Like, if we want to be on schedule, we should basically leave this floor right now, which is, not the right course of action because we want to get to our shop. You know, the shop could have an item that helps us out as well. Ooh. We've taken surprisingly little damage. That so deserved. I so deserved that. Anyway, pop this. Okay, more bombs. The bombs could save us time, so I'm not gonna sweat taking, you know, a minute or, well, 20 seconds to get them. Equality. We have no trinket. It's not a good trinket for us right now, but we'll take it. Get the Forsaken. Honestly, a doubled leech, if it actually, like, touches the boss, could do a lot of damage, so... We're really hoping to beat the odds and grab a deal with the devil here. Otherwise, we got a tough decision to make. I think we should look for our shop. Ooh, definitely take... Not Krampus, thank God. Okay, we're taking both. It hurts, but we need the damage. We get infested. And now, like, I feel like we're fairly justified to go back and look for the shop. Hopefully it's over here. We're going to be about a minute and a half behind schedule, but we got so much money. We're 1 guppy item away. You gotta look here. There's our shop. I'll use a key. I know... Oh, no, we can't actually get in for a bomb anyway, so I'll definitely use a key. Alright, well worth the time investment, in theory. Too dangerous, and this sucks. This is actually bad, but we get the Emperor card. I think you got to accept that for now, that Emperor card is actually pretty important. Didn't even see this. Small rock, please. Ooh, Spirit Heart is also fine. Yeah, the Emperor is okay here. A minute and a half behind schedule. This allows us to skip 1 full floor, or, I mean, technically you can teleport out of the boss trap room, but only into the boss room, which is probably not going to be too good for you. The dream card for us right now is the Joker, though. Because 1 guppy payout completely nullifies any concerns we have about getting to boss rush, as long as it happens in time. So we got very lucky here, in case that's not abundantly clear. I can see forever. Health up. Those are really good pills for us right now. We got into this room for free. We got AWAS, we got Algiz, and we got AWAS. So you use an AWAS, and then you have to keep an AWAS. If we wanted to, we could use AWAS to get out of this floor right now. I mean, we already have the portal back there. But, I mean, we do want to get items on this floor. We're still not stacked. But the AWAS rune now is, in some ways, worse than the Emperor, but in most ways better. Worse than the Emperor because we don't teleport to the boss fight. In most cases, we'll just teleport straight out of the level, which is not what we want because we miss out on the boss item and possibly the deal with the devil. But much better in the sense that it allows us, of course, to get out of the boss trap room and go 1 floor deeper. So this is, I mean, you've seen dailies before probably. AWAS is the seam. If your run ends, come on, that's really good. If your run ends semi-early, AWAS is the thing you use to sequence break that, so. But we're so far behind schedule right now that I'm starting to get very concerned. It would be really good to get, like, starter deck, go back for the Emperor card. It would pay for itself in no time flat. Good stuff. Okay. Do we want to go to the curse room? Anybody who said no, I want you to give yourself a light slap on the wrist right now. Hard enough that it doesn't feel good, but not so hard that you like it, you sicko. Because we need to become guppy. We're kind of banking on big plays here. That, I don't think we can take it. And I came so close to just picking it up before I knew what was happening. But I really, really don't think we can take it. Hold up here. Simply because the speed downgrade is too much. Sin Robes made this very much worthwhile, even though the damage penalty is going to be stupid there, and I hate that. Having 6 damage with a 7 rate of fire is, like, competent now. I'm not necessarily suggesting it's compulsory. Yeah, bomb bag's fine. But I would really like... I mean, this is actually fine if we get Steam Sale especially. But I would really like to beat the odds and get another deal with the devil. Doesn't have to be Guppy. But I wouldn't be pissed if it were. Not gonna get all the money because we're so far behind schedule. We gotta book it. Small rock, please. Oh, it's a golden chest, and the golden chest is Bob's brain, which as far as I'm concerned, I didn't step on that. The chest pushed me onto it, but I understand that that's nonsensical. Bob's brain will, if we're being realistic, and I mean that was good timing, but if we're being realistic, Bob's brain is gonna hurt us on this run. However, it's gonna physically hurt us. It could save us a lot of time. So I'm okay with that. Key, please. No key. Okay. Vibrant Bulb is actually extremely functional. Because this is an item where I save it a lot. Like, I save it for a useful room. We gotta go, dude. We're like a floor behind. Toothpicks is great. Okay, so now we're actually gonna speed like crazy to get where we need to go, and I think that's acceptable. What I will say is that if we don't make it to boss rush, it's an extreme negative. Like, that's really bad for us, but at the same time, we can still do the run. Oh my god, you've popped up behind the skull, you fucking dick. Like, we'll still be able to use AWAS. Thank you for not being red chess. We'll still be able to use AWAS. And get 1 extra floor down. Now, if it ends up being a black market or a crawl space, we're in a real tough spot. But that's okay. And you know, recently we learned something about Mama Mega. If we get it, it'll give us boss rush. But just don't go to the deal with the devil first. Still worth it. Probably. I didn't even see that there was a way to go over here, so... Feeling like maybe this might have saved us. We're really trying to book it, though. 5 bombs is not a lot. I almost just want you to take me back to the spawn, but I know we're going to make it in time, so... No keys, no keys. Okay, I mean, this is obviously not great, but this is where you're hoping for the greatest deal with the devil of all time. So obviously that's hilarious, but it's not actually that bad as long as this is the right way, and I think it has to be. Spending 2 seconds to go back for a bomb is like the most obvious no-brainer in human history. I will say that, okay, there's no secret room there. 2 seconds, it adds up, but it takes a long time to add up to anything that's, you know, too long. Nothing, huh? So this oh my god, the secret room is going to be right here, which is actually bad. Keys? No keys? Are you kidding me? Oh, you gotta, like, I know the boss fight's gonna be here in 2 seconds anyway, but you gotta use the sun card. Come back, grab this. Grab AWAS, because AWAS is the dream. In hindsight, maybe Bob's brain and bomb bag weren't really worth it. I can't. I mean, we're probably gonna be short on keys, so let's just say that we'll keep this till the next floor and, like, be fine. That might be a health upgrade, so it's probably worth going for. All I ask is no Krampus. No Krampus. Nail is okay. Use it quick. No Krampus. No Krampus. Okay, so I mean, that is what I asked for. We got multi-dimensional baby. We're actually... go back and see if it's HP. You gotta look. It's infested. Okay, we gotta actually book it insanely. We got probably less than a minute and a half to get into the mom fight. So I say, honestly, tackle these big rooms. And if they're not bad, save your bomb. Bombs. And if you get hit, dude. Like, that's so secondary compared to just making quick progress. Sure, lots of good pills. Last time I checked, there's no sun pill. So I'm not super concerned. This is fine. We have a key. We must... Oh, it's Mama Mega. Okay, so we're actually fine. Just don't go to a deal with the devil on this floor. Now we can relax a little bit. We definitely want champion belt as well. Don't go to the deal with the devil. So, we must have had Camby and Conception pay out with another Incubus. Which is, I mean, obviously amazing. Stars card. I mean, a Stars card doesn't do anything for us right now. Not against Punching Bag, especially if we can double it, I suppose. But let's go back and get the Awaz rune so I don't forget. To thine own self be true. I think, if I'm looking at this from like an objective standpoint, I think most people are going to be able to get excuse me. I think most people are going to be able to get that Mama Mega. I don't think that's going to be that tough. That could be Guppy's head, so one day. So I don't think we should get too cocky yet. And because of this, we know that there's no... keep taking these. Just start, like, knocking them out. There should be no... hush fight is what I'm trying to say here. And if that's the case, I mean, this room was not that good, but it's nice regardless. If there's no hush fight, all we gotta do is beat Boss Rush, which should be pretty simple. And then, don't worry about how long it takes. Like, it takes as long as it takes. Just take as little damage as possible. And then, as soon as we use this Awaz rune, assuming we don't get, like, a starter, or not starter deck, but blank card, we're really just looking for another seam as quickly as we can. I have taken damage on this run. Some of that damage I'm not proud of, and some of it I'm okay with. But we did it all in the name of going faster. So, in hindsight, if I could go and change one thing about this run, the big thing that I would change is just making it faster on the first floor. I really feel like I unnecessarily went slow on the first floor. It felt right at the time, but in hindsight probably was not. So there's not that much left on this floor. I mean, if we get one key, I'm all over the boss trap room. There's probably like a 5% chance that it's Guppy's head, but that's good enough for me. It doesn't have to be Guppy's head to be good. And with golden bombs, we're gonna endeavor to blow up skulls and other such nonsense. I am gonna play you. And this is a terrible decision, but it might actually be the greatest decision I've ever made in my life. Well, that's terrible. Come on, don't do me dirty like this. Yes! So Acid Baby I don't think is gonna be amazing, but we do have an okay pill rotation. Certainly there's a health upgrade in there. There's also an I'm excited, so we'll be careful about that in the future. And of course, the last thing worth keeping in note here... Oh, this is good. This is good. Even fighting the angel statue is fine. The last thing to keep in note here is that this still might be the end of our run. The Awaz rune could give us a crawl space. And that would be bad. Dude, golden bombs, though. Okay, now that we have a key, we're gonna come back. If there is a hush fight, like, we've royally fucked ourselves. But, by the way, why do the boss room instead of just opening a regular golden chest? I think you get extra points for beating the boss room. We got a spirit heart and a couple of keys out of it as well. That was actually absurdly easy. This run is starting to pop. And you know what? I think this run is not going to pop for everybody. We don't really want IV bag. Although it would activate a Thame, we don't have the HP necessary to make it work, so. And then 2 extra bombs. Don't go into the deal with the devil if it exists. If that one run had to fuck up, or I had to fuck up our deal with the devil in boss rush Mama Mega antics just to make this work, so be it. We take the Polaroid, we go in. What do you get? Spoonbender. Spoonbender. Very good. So I am just going to basically hang out pretty far away. As long as our shots still land. Ooh, I can see forever. We should be able to use that on the next floor. So I'm not using AWAS at all here. My reasoning for that is highly simple. I don't want to walk into it accidentally. We'll take a look at all these pills when the round ends. We got a decent boss rush setup here. Hello. Just don't, for God's sakes, don't forget about the AWAS rune. It's the most important rune in human history. Actually worked out really well. We got 2 demon hearts for getting hit once. I'd still rather have not taken damage because the damage penalty is important to keep in mind. But it is what it is. Just keep yourself on the level here. I don't want to, you know, make it seem like this run's more important than it actually is. In the end, it's just another daily. But I feel like I've made it into something more. Like, I've turned this run into, like, it's do or die time. Like, we have to do well on today's daily or I'm going to feel like a piece of garbage. Because my daily track record lately has been relatively extremely bad. So, to prove to myself that I didn't leave something behind in the Far East would be nice, you know? I'd forgotten what it meant to be, like, half decent. Now, again, I don't think today's daily is a very tough one, necessarily. As long as you got that key to go to the shop, and you were able to have the money to pick up Mama Mega, like, you're probably rolling, but that's not a guarantee. Right now, we're basically just putting on a clinic with Bob's Brain. We got 6 of them, I think. Somewhere around there. 1 Bob's Brain does a lot of damage. So if you can hit with, like, 3 Bob's Brain... that was dumb. That probably kills any boss. Well, most bosses. I guess, like, 6 leeches. Nothing to sneeze at either. Oh, hello. I'm as confused as anybody about what goes on with, I mean, why not? What goes on with, this many, punching bags, by the way. I'm actually a little concerned that I'm gonna lose this rune. Because there's so many pills on the ground. I forgot we got homing tears as well, which is actually like a perfect item for us to have. Dude, that could have been telepills. Don't be an idiot. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine is not the right choice. Okay, please tell me that was the last wave just so I can have peace of mind. Tractor beam's awesome. We can't take a pill that we don't know because it could be telepills. We don't care about 48-hour energy or full health. Pheromones. Bombs are key. We don't care. Bombs are more important right now. If all other things are equal. Can't take unknown pills. If it's a telepills, we lose the run. Alright, you know what? I think we just, like, keep an I can see forever pill. Should grab all these consumables. Those could actually make a difference. It's not that I can see forever is even good. It's just... It's not like I like you or anything. Sweet, okay. Then we pop AWAS. And it's not a crawl space, please. It's not a crawl space. Then we go down with I can see forever, and we're good. So the next thing is we're looking for a self-sacrifice room on this floor. Or an AWAS room. Or an error room. But the most likely outcome is a self-sacrifice room. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine is actually like... This is the perfect room for it. I guess it's great for trap rooms. Good rate of fire, tractor beam, homing tears. Tractor beam incubus seems like... It strikes me as a really, really good combination for actually hitting enemies. I don't know. I mean, a health up isn't bad unless this is our last floor. In which case... We wouldn't want to take a deal with the devil anyway, and we're basically at full HP, so... Gotta try. The sun. This is big. We should use it right now. I do not see a self-sacrifice room, so our game plan becomes pretty simple for the rest of this floor. Look for an AWAS room. And do every room. And if we do that, I really think... I don't know that if there's much that we could have missed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like we did everything that we could have done conceivably on this run to make some good stuff happen. So, ooh, I mean, that was bad, but... Without a self-sacrifice room, we're trapped on this floor. We could get Shovel from the deal with the devil. I guess that's another possibility, although probably fairly low percentage. Suppose our second secret room, it could be 5 runes, and if it's 5 runes, then we get a chance. Okay, it's just a bunch of red hearts. Well, either way, I feel like we got a good chance at a high relative rank today. Played well, got boss rush, took some chances that I think a lot of people probably didn't take. Now, did those chances directly contribute to us kicking it or killing it? I don't know, maybe. I was wrong, by the way. We should take bombs or key so we can open golden chests. There's another one right there. We might as well have one bomb, I guess. We can always swap back later, but let's keep moving. I guess, like, well, you know, let's instill good habits. We've come 95% of the way on this run. All we need to do is not fudge up the rest, and we'll get the best score that we conceivably can get. Is there anything in here for free? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's 10 points. I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, well, you gotta... I mean, you basically have to play that self-sac... or that, reroll machine. It's actually... a seam, although it's like the world's smallest seam, it's a seam, nonetheless. A seam by any other name would smell as sweet. I can't believe we actually made that, but, I mean, we actually don't even want to pick it up, I think. So what am I thinking here? Well, I'm thinking... I don't know, can we... It worked? Okay. So we can do that. We need to find something that takes us to the next floor. Just good items does not matter. We need to go deeper. No more bombs. So we have to go back and take another bombs or key pill, but we should finish the rest of the floor if possible first. I really, really doubt that's going to change the game, but... Is this Curse of the... No, Curse of the nothing. There should be another... I can't believe... Oh, first off, huge. Secondly, come back here. I really, really can't believe that there's no more bombs or key pill. Like, I'm pretty confident that I'm just wrong, and there's another one, like, right back here. Yeah. So we need that to get as many rerolls as possible. Although now that we can fly, we don't need to kick bombs anymore. We can just drop them, which is going to be easier. And what are we looking for? Jeez, I mean, nobody's ever asked me that before. I mean, I suppose that it would be great for us to get Rune Bag, but then we're not going to have any rooms left to do it. Even at this point, there's only one room left. So, I'd say there's probably like a 95% chance this is the end. And if that's the case, we don't want to take any items, and including that. Telepills can take you to an error room. And if that had taken us to the I am error room and we went down one more floor, I'm not going to be mad. Although technically, we probably would have wanted to take like Goathead in that situation. That's fine. I have a feeling there's probably a way to get further past this one. Let me just check quickly. No self-sacrifice rooms, right? I haven't forgotten this time. I mean, they're great items. There's a good future run on here if you can get it, but I'm pretty sure that we've done all we can do to really make this one pop, and that's actually completely okay. I got no problems with this. I think we did fine, and we should not be sad about this one. We'll just head down to the next floor feeling pretty good. And by next floor, I mean next run. 94th. That's a great score. I'm happy. I hope you guys are as well. This is the best run I've had since I've been back. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.